Hello students, I am Vidya from GKJAIN school. Now I am going to teach you about carbon dioxide on the topic of air from 8th standard. In the last video itself, we have been discussed about the oxygen gas and also about the nitrogen gas and what are the properties of those gases. So in this video, let us learn about the carbon dioxide gas and what are the properties of that. See, this carbon dioxide is a compound. Why? Because the two elements that bond together and form a carbon dioxide, that is a compound. When the two elements combine together, it will form a compound. Okay, so it is a compound and it is present as a gas at room temperature. It is present as a gaseous state at room temperature. So this carbon dioxide also present in the earth atmosphere. So the sun rays coming to the earth surface, so that earth surface will reflect that sun rays which fall on that through this carbon dioxide gas. So that the carbon dioxide only sending back the sun's radiation. Okay, so and this carbon dioxide wherever it can present, it is present. The occurrence of carbon dioxide. So this carbon dioxide present in air 0.03% by volume. By volume it is present 0.03% in air. And also CO2 emitted from magma. So that means volcanoes. From the volcanoes, the magma will get released. So in that magma, this CO2 also gets emitted. And also during the respiration, so plants are respirating. So that plants are releasing oxygen and they are breathing, they are respirating carbon dioxide. They are absorbing carbon dioxide from the air and releasing oxygen to the environment. As it is. So we know all of us during the photosynthesis the carbon dioxide gets absorbed by the plants. So in that process this carbon dioxide we can found. And also during the fermentation process, if you take a human, respiration of the human and other animals and all, we are releasing the carbon dioxide. So that carbon dioxide get emitted through the animals and humans also. Okay, so that the carbon dioxide evolved during the respiration of the organisms. And during the fermentation process also, the CO2 gas will get released, fermentation process. And wherever it can found, CO2 emitted from the magma. So as I told you already, the magma get released from the volcanoes. And biodegradation of oil and gases, the CO2 will get released. It is also produced by the biodegradation of oil and gases. And the next one is human observe the natural balance of the carbon cycle. So for example, that industry, so that industry and vehicles and all man-made thing. Vehicles, the smokes get released. So in that which gas is present? CO2 is present. So and industries also, that from the industries also the smoke will get released. In that also CO2 is present. So this CO2 will increase the warmness of the earth. See, that CO2 is useful only, but it is in the correct amount. It is present in the correct proportion. But after beyond that level, if the CO2 level get crossed beyond that level of the particular ratio, it will affect the environment. The warmness of the earth will get increased. So the increased level of CO2 only called as global warming. So it is very harmful to the environment when the carbon dioxide will get increased. So that the human observed that man-made thing only observe the natural balance of the carbon cycle. So how the carbon dioxide balancing? The plants are, this is one example, the plants are absorbing carbon dioxide and we are releasing the carbon dioxide. So this is what we are releasing the carbon dioxide, and the plants, when we are planting the more trees, when we are growing the more trees and plants, that will absorb the carbon dioxide by the what human is releasing. Okay, so this is how that carbon cycle is balancing, but we are upsetting the natural cycle of the carbon cycle. Man-made CO2 also. So that is what I told you, that smoke coming from the industries and companies, and the smoke coming from the vehicles or man-made carbon dioxide. And now we are going to see about what are the properties of the carbon dioxide gas. It is colorless and odorless, and also this is heavier than the air. This carbon dioxide is heavier than the air, and it does not support combustion, it does not support the burning process. Okay, and next one is it fairly dissolve in water. It is fairly dissolved in water and turn blue litmus to red slightly. It turn a blue litmus to red litmus. So by that what you can identify that carbon dioxide is acidic in nature, because that acid only will turn the blue litmus to red. Since it is also turned the blue litmus into red, this also consists a property of acid, that is acidic in nature. And this carbon dioxide will get liquefied at high pressure. At the high pressure, this gas will get liquefied, and it is also solidified. For example, dry ice. The carbon dioxide exists in the solid state as dry ice. So that dry ice will get sublimation. So what is mean by sublimation? The solid state of matter will be turned as a liquid state. That solid state of matter will be changed as a gaseous state without reaching the state of liquid. It is in the solid form. Okay, so in all the case, that solid matter will undergoes the liquid, then only it will be turned as a gaseous state. But this carbon dioxide present as a dry ice in the solid state, but that dry ice will get sublimation. That means it directly goes to the gaseous state without the reaching of the liquid state. So that is what called as a sublimation. Okay, so these are the properties of the carbon dioxide, physical properties. So these are physical properties of the carbon dioxide. Now we are going to discuss about the chemical properties of the carbon dioxide. Properties, that means chemical properties of the carbon dioxide. Combustibility. This carbon dioxide will not support the burning processes, never support the burning process. And what about the reaction with metals? Metals like light metals like potassium, calcium and sodium. So these are the light metals. When these metals react with the carbon dioxide, it will release that corresponding carbonate. For example, that sodium, when they combine with they react with the carbon, it will produce the sodium carbonate. And after that, reaction with the sodium hydroxide. So the sodium hydroxide is a alkali, that means base. And we know very well this carbon dioxide is acidic in nature. So when that acidic property of the carbon dioxide react with the sodium hydroxide base, it will get that base and acid will get neutralized, and it will produce, when the base and acid react, it will produce salt plus water. So this is the reaction. So this is a base, sodium hydroxide, when they combine with carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is acid. It will produce sodium bicarbonate along with water. So salt and water will get produced by the during the reaction of base and acid. And what about the reaction with lime water? When the carbon dioxide passes through the lime water, it will produce calcium carbonate. When that excess amount of carbon dioxide is passed through the lime water, that will turn as a milky white. Okay, so after that, that milkiness will get disappear when the formation of the calcium hydrocarbonate, during the formation of hydrocarbonate, that milkiness will get disappear in the solution. So this is here they given. So calcium hydroxide, when they react with the carbon dioxide, it will produce calcium carbonate with water, along with that water. Okay, so Venus. So this carbon dioxide level is more in case of Venus. In the Venus atmosphere, the level of carbon dioxide is more. That means 96 to 97% of carbon dioxide present in that Venus atmosphere. So that is why it can maintain a high temperature continuously. That means how much temperature? 462 degrees Celsius. That is the temperature of the Venus. So why that temperature they are maintaining? Because of more level of carbon dioxide in that atmosphere. Okay students, I hope this video will be very useful to understand about the carbon dioxide gases and their properties. If you want more updates on educational videos like this, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel GKJAIN. Thank you.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.